Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of my YouTube channel. My name's Jake Fryman. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Community Partners in Dayton, Ohio. And on this channel, each week I discuss a different topic in the real estate industry, whether it's about how the market's doing, financing, inspections, or some helpful tips or advice for home buyers or home sellers. I just dive into something a little bit different each week. So be sure to check in each week while I discuss a different topic. For this week's episode, I decided to talk a little bit about the home selection process and some things that you might want to think about. And what I mean by that is, of course, you'll think about what town you want to live in, how big the house needs to be, how many beds, how many baths, those sorts of things. If you want a basement, how much acreage, things like that. Of course, you'll think of those things, but you might want to think of some finer tuned things as well. For instance, where is your house located? Is it going to be on a busy road? Like, for instance, I would not want to live on a really busy road where you couldn't park cars on the side of on the street, or it'd be tough to have visitors. Your driveway is right there on a busy road where it might be difficult to pull out in the morning or in the evening trying to navigate through all that heavy traffic. I would definitely want a house on a side road, but of course there's some folks who that does not bother them, or they don't care. They want to be in the middle of the action. They want to be right there by the road. And if that's your case, go for it. But it's something to think about, something about how close you are to the road, or how far away you are from, say, your favorite grocery store, or how far you are, of course, from work. A lot of people think about that one, but how far are you from the schools or from your favorite coffee shop? Obviously, in this market, inventory is low, so you don't always have the luxury of making those sorts of choices. But in a normal market, or maybe in certain situations here, you might be able to still consider some of those options about, oh, well, I'm 20 minutes away from Kroger. I'd like to be a little bit closer because we go through a lot of groceries at home. Or I want to be somewhere a little bit closer for the kids to get to school. So don't think about just the house itself, how big the house is and if it fits your needs structure-wise, but also location-wise. Definitely be cognizant of, is this the location I want to be? Am I still close to my parents if I move here, if I need help from them? Am I close to a hospital if that's a concern for me, especially if you have an older relative living with you, or you're at that point in life where you have some sort of a condition where you'd like to be close to a doctor or a hospital, for instance. Definitely take stock of your situation, and also try to predict where you might be in a few years. If you don't have kids now, do you think you might have kids in a few years? Do you think you might be changing jobs? Where do you think you might go? Would this house still be an okay location if you did change jobs? Try to consider your lifestyle, some of the changes you might be going through, and factor that in when you're thinking of buying a new house somewhere, because yeah, it may look nice in the pictures. It might have a lot of nice, cool features, but if it's in a bad location, that'll get annoying really fast. I've had that happen to me when I was looking for houses myself. I liked some, but I realized the location was not the best. Maybe it wasn't a neighborhood I would have liked, or maybe I thought the street was too busy, and I realized that would have created issues down the road, no matter how happy I was in the house, because the environment is still a very important thing as well. So just something to think about. That's something you can that really helps when you're out doing a showing and looking at the house in person. You can kind of get a lay of the land and decide, yeah, this is a good fit, or no, this is not a good fit. So just something to keep in mind. Hope you learned something this week. Hope you're enjoying this channel. Be sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for next week's episode. Thanks. Have a good one.